I really love my house because I feel like it is an expression of my personality and my values and like my inner world. I am an introvert, and so I can be sometimes like quiet around people that I first meet, and they might not know like my interests or my aesthetic, but I feel like what I love about my house is that as soon as you walk in, you get a real sense of like, I feel like immediately who I am, like that I love color, that I love patterns, I love faces, I love women, I love to travel, and I also like have a creative eye and enjoy like art and design. And I've also been like making art and hanging it up in my house, which is like fun, even though it's kind of vulnerable. So I think that my house is really nice because I can just like immediately show someone who I am without having to say or do much. Okay, so I grew up in a really like wealthy area, but our house was smaller than most of my friends, and it was through the affordable housing program. So a lot of my friends had like really big houses that were very like immaculately presented and like always looked perfect, and their parents were very protective over their spaces. So when they came to our house, I feel like it was kind of like a breath of fresh air because we would just like, we could totally rearrange all of the furniture in like the living room or anywhere, and just like do our own thing, and my parents were totally fine with it. We had like a lot of really fun dress up clothes, and we would like put on shows and yeah, like I don't know, make forts, just like do basically whatever we wanted. But yeah, we were just like the crazy people in the neighborhood. Like my sister would run around our house in the rain, like outside naked. And like our neighbors were like, what? So we were just like crazy. We were the bizarre people in our town. I think something that was very foundational that I forget about because it was like so ingrained is that we didn't have a TV, and we also didn't have a microwave or dishwasher, and that was all like very intentional because my parents again were about like living simply and sustainability and like creativity. And so that just like doesn't limit your options, but you have to be more creative with how you're going to spend your time. So we did a lot of art and a lot of like make believe and stuff, and then you have to be more creative. I don't really think of it as being that vulnerable until I have like people come in that I don't know well, and then I realize that they're seeing so much about me and like my artistic sensibilities and just my style. I don't know, I feel like it's just like always been the way that I want to live, to be like surrounded by like things that I genuinely love and to like show my creativity through my home. This is a new piece. I bought the frame at Savers for $28 on sale, 20% off. And then I bought the mirror on Amazon, and I was able to make them into one by using epoxy and nails. And now it is a beautiful piece, and I love it so much. And it's great for photo shoots, and it's great. And it's tall enough that I can't see myself when I'm eating, so that's good. So I had a nude portrait of myself that my friend had painted that I had displayed in my previous apartment, but I currently have it in my closet. I don't want to make people uncomfortable, and I also don't want them to judge me, but mostly I don't want to make them uncomfortable because not everyone's comfortable with nudity. I don't know if strangers are judging me or older adults like friends' parents or my in-laws. But I think overall I don't feel that uncomfortable, and I think it's just another way to get to know me, to come to my house. Marvin, Macro, over here. Oh my god. You've already had 4. No. Stay away. Let him eat his tree. No equity in this house. So I feel like the space feels bad when I am depressed and like I was depressed in January and I didn't really want to leave the house because I didn't have energy and I didn't feel motivated to do anything, and then you feel like guilty and ashamed of like kind of hiding in the house because you're too like mentally unwell to want to do things. I had like a really chaotic house growing up, both like in terms of things and energy, and so having like a calm space that I can control is very healing, and not having clutter is very healing because my dad had like hoarding tendencies, so being able to have everything have its place and decide when we like get rid of things feels really good. To be honest, I feel like I don't just like sit and think very much in this space. I feel like I'm more active. I think part of that is like keeping my anxiety at bay. I like to keep my mind preoccupied. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. I made art for like 3 hours probably while I listened to all of my voice memos from my friends that I'd been saving up all week. I also like to call my mom and my sister Casey and just like talk to them while I do things around the house. But my third sort of, I feel like, way of being is kind of like manic creativity. That happens at least once a week, maybe twice. And sometimes Sean's here, sometimes he's not. But I'm always just like, sorry, because I'm just like running around. And I'll just get like really inspired, and sometimes it's after we've thrifted or after I've made art, and I'll like just like move, like just get this thing of like, okay, now I need to like hang this plant over there, and I need to move these 3 pictures over there, and I need to like do this home project, and then I have to like move to that project. But it's a lot. But I like to just like go with the creativity. Like, I feel like Sean will just see I get in like a certain mood where I'm just like doing a lot of stuff. People come over and it's been like a week and they're like, wow, everything's different. But I think it's nice to have a fluid space.